So what are the huge trends that are shaping everything? Online working, right? You're working from home and you don't have to be in the city where you are actually providing the service, right? It's a great opportunity. Right? So everything changes, the economy changes, and remote work has changed everything. In fact, people are leaving states and town in the US. There are some states which charge a lot of tax. California is a high tax place. People are moving out of California, going to other states where it's cheaper. There is not so much tax. People are moving out of countries where the tax is more, because if you can work remotely, how do you care where you stay? I have friends who are working in companies in China, working in companies in US, working with companies in Switzerland, sitting in India. And earlier they had to be there in that country and pay rent in that country. Now they are earning almost the same, a little less, maybe 20%, 30% less, 50% less, but their costs are like 200% less, like that. It's crazy, right? So remote work has changed everything. And earlier people had to live in big cities, crowded. Now cities like Mumbai, where there were a lot of people in Delhi, flats have become empty. So many people have left the big cities, moved back to their Bangalore, where so many techies used to come and live from all over India. They have all moved back to their hometown, and these flats are empty, like ghost town. Okay, and everything is changing. The remote work is changing the world. Cities like Bangalore were built on the fact that people will move from all over the country to go there and work in tech companies. Now, if you can work remotely, then you don't have to be in Bangalore. Then the real estate is not so expensive. You can live wherever. Imagine the freedom you have when you're doing remote work. Imagine the profitability. Like last month, we were teaching Indians how they can work with US lawyers. Indian lawyers can earn more money by working with US lawyers as paralegals than they can earn as an associate in an Indian law firm. Crazy, unthinkable. Such opportunities did not exist before. There are only LPOs in India before. Now you can directly work, because those lawyers are anyway hiring paralegals in their country. If there's a full-time good lawyer from India will work with them over there, then why not? Why would they say no to that? Right? So everything is changing. Right? It is just a game changer. Remote work will change the world. And not every company will go remote, right? Some people are saying, okay, you come to office 2 days a week, 3 days a week. But mindset changes happen. People now are thinking that, okay, like my company, okay, we had 2 office spaces, 1800 square feet office space in Delhi, huge office space, okay? And we had another office space of, say, 500 square feet in Calcutta, right? In prime location, one in Saket, right next to the metro station, one in Calcutta, next to Lake Mall, and we were paying so much money for rent. And after the pandemic, we continued to pay rent for 7-8 months. Okay, and then finally nobody comes to the office and work is working fine. Nobody comes to come to the office. First we said, okay, when the metro starts working, then people will come. Nobody came when the metro started working and everything is working fine from home. So he said, okay, how does it matter? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's continue to work from home. So remote work has become possible. And if you're a company which is adapting to remote work, it is better for you, because you now have a global talent pool available to you. In LawSikho, we are hiring people from small towns. There are people working in Aligarh, in Kerala, in small towns, in Jhansi, in all kind of places, right? In Kashmir they can't, because they have internet problems. So some people from Kashmir and Jammu, there was somebody from Jammu used to work for us, can't do anymore. They'll have to move to a place where there is internet. People are working from Dehradun, from Himachal, Shimla, right? In running entire teams. Earlier, this was not possible. So remote work, and why this is such an advantage. Imagine that somebody has to compete with us and they have to run the entire company only from Delhi or from Bombay, right? They cannot have access to such a diverse talent pool. They'll have to pay more to their employees, because if somebody is living in a small town, they're willing to work with me at a little lesser price than I would have had to pay in Delhi. It is the fact that, in Delhi, the living costs are higher, everything is higher. So somebody is working from a small town, they don't mind charging less. Same thing happening for companies in the US. In India, or despite this pandemic and job market being bad, technology, people who can code, people who can make products, technology products, their demand has gone up. They have got salary hikes because they are getting hired by US companies. They are getting hired by European companies. Okay, massive demand. Because somebody in Europe, how if they are going to hire people in the US, it's not like Indian technology people are less talented. In law, there is a bit of problem because you have to know the law of that country, but technology is same exactly everywhere. So marketing people who know how to do Facebook ads, LinkedIn, social media management, they are also getting hired abroad. Content writing, Upwork. Sure, you have to get approved by Upwork, but if you're not getting approved by Upwork, it's because you don't know how to do it. You should get a good advice and you should watch more of our webinars. We'll tell you how to do it. Okay, so good. So there is such opportunities, and it's not only Upwork. You can directly get the work from a US lawyer. Have you spoken to 10? I have done a webinar entirely on how to pitch to US lawyers for remote work and how to get it. Go watch it. It's a 1.5 hour, 2 hour webinar. We have explained step by step how to do it. Watch it. Okay. So multiple webinars we have, different things. So these things you have to learn, right? But you can learn. If the benefit is so much, why can't you learn?